Alright, in this video we will continue with the part 2 of the installation of Umbrel in Ubuntu 20.04 and Docker plus Docker Compose. In the previous video we did a brief, we went through a brief description of the hardware that we're going to use for our node, and as you can see here in the screen, we already checked this part, so we know that we can use any laptop, any old laptop or spare laptop, and in my case I'm using the laptop. I already described it here, the type of laptop that I'm using, but again you can use any type of laptop or desktop. And then here we use, in my case I'm using an external hard drive disk, because that's what I have, and it's a cheap hard drive and is 3 TB total space. And I briefly described in the previous video how to permanently configure the drive, because this drive needs to be connected to the laptop, because every time we install an upgrade of Umbrel or we install upgrades of Linux itself, we will have to, preferably in the weekends or some downtime hours, will be best to reboot, and when you reboot the system you don't want to have a problem when the hard drive is not connected automatically. So this way the external hard drive will be connected automatically, and Umbrel scripts can be started without any issues. And okay, and then to continue in this video, I think we touched a little bit on the previous video that we will need to find a USB flash drive, and the USB flash drive has to be at least, let me close this, it has to be at least 3 gigabytes of space, because as I will show you here, when we go to the download site of Ubuntu and we select download version 20.04, you can see that the size of the package is about 2.9 gigabytes, which is about 3 gigabytes total. So you need to have a USB flash drive that is bigger than at least 3 gigabytes of space available. When you download this, you will put it in your, you will put this in your local PC. However, when we flash the USB flash drive with the software Belena Etcher, with this software, it will ask us to have select the image, and the image is about 3 gigabytes of space. And when we select the drive here, we will need to have a larger USB flash drive, and then we will flash it here. Let me remind you that I will place this video in the bottom of the description of the part 2 as well. I put it in the part 1, and this video describe this YouTuber described how to flash ISO into an Ubuntu ISO into the Belena Etcher software. So it's very simple to use. I just didn't want to create another video, that since we have already videos in YouTube for that. Okay. Then once you find the USB flash drive, you will download the ISO image, which I explained already. Then you will download the Belena Etcher software for your PC. If you are using Mac or you're using Windows, you will download the appropriate version. And then we will go through the installation of Ubuntu. I also will be adding this link, which is a installation walkthrough of Ubuntu. This is what happens once you insert the USB flash drive into the desktop or laptop. and you boot it from, you make sure that you boot from that device. This is the first welcome screen, and this you will select install Ubuntu and then erase the hard drive. It will remove all the information on the local hard drive of your PC, and you will install Ubuntu. This tutorial here is another YouTube from another, it's a YouTube video from another person, but I saw it and it explains very clearly how to have Ubuntu installed. Clearly, as you can see, I already have Ubuntu installed here. You can see the details of the system one more time. We can see it here. And then you can see the details here. Alright, so we will just send this. Okay, and then now that once Ubuntu is installed, then we will go proceed with the installation of Docker. And to install Docker, since this is going to be your production node, or it's a very important system, you don't want the upgrades of Docker when you install them in Ubuntu to break your Umbrel node system. So what I mean is, it's better install Docker manually with the latest version, stable version from the Docker website, and then if you need to upgrade in the future because of any reason of Docker needs to be upgraded, you can do it manually. So I will demonstrate here how to download and install Docker. That will be the step number 7. So assuming that we already have Ubuntu, the system is ready to go. As you can see here, we're ready to go. Everything is running, everything's working. So we go here to install, to the install documentation of Docker, and then we will use the option that says install from a package. And then as you can see here, the step 1, we go to this directory. So we'll go there. And then it's telling us to go to the browse to the directory pool and stable, and then download the version that you need for your system. And then we install the packages that we need using this command. So, and then after that, we will be able to verify that Docker is running. Okay, so we will do that. We're already here in the Ubuntu dist, so we'll go to the version 20.04 is the code name is Focal. So we click there, and then we click on Pool, and then we click on Stable, because we don't want to be running anything that is not stable and running and having Umbrel running in a non-stable version of Ubuntu is not very recommended. We'll use the version AMD. Click on here AMD 64, and then here we will download 3 packages. The first package will be Docker CE, and we will select the latest version as of today, November 13th. So we will select that one, which is this one here, 20.10.9, and click on that, and we will download it in the folder Docker code, and then we will download the second package. Will be Docker CE CLI with the same version that we just downloaded here. We will install it in the same directory, and then we will install the third package, which will be the latest of container.io 1.4.9-1. Once we have those 3 packages installed, downloaded, we will proceed to install them. And then this is the way how we install the package here. And I think we can do a trick, and we can just go to, and then here we will go to the directory Docker code, and we can run the command sudo dpkg-i, and we can, if we do the start, it will install all the packages that we have here, and then it will ask us for our administrator password, and as you can see, it will install first container IO. So while it's installing that, it will install also the Docker CE version 20.10.9, and then it will install the Docker CE CLI 20.10.9 as well. We'll give a few more seconds so the installation completes. It's creating the syslink for the systemd manager, which will come manage Docker that way. Again, this is the manual way to install Docker, and the best and the recommended way, so to avoid an automatic upgrade of Docker that can break your node in the future. Okay, so the installation is complete. Now we need to verify if Docker is correctly configured, correctly installed. I'll clear the screen, and then I will go back to the browser instructions. And then here, verify the Docker engine is installed correctly by running the hello world image. So we can run this command, sudo docker run hello world. So we run here the command sudo yes, sudo, because it's going to download an image from Docker Hub. It downloads the packages from the cloud. So sudo docker run hello world. It's a very small application just to test. So let's go ahead. So it says that it cannot find it locally because it's the first time that the system is seeing this application. So it automatically downloaded, and we get this message here. Hello from Docker. This message shows that your installation appears to be correctly. Okay, and that finished the installation of Docker on your future Umbrel node. In the next video, I'm going to show how to install Docker Compose, and then we will be able to move to the next step, which is the installation of the latest requirements of Umbrel, and then install Umbrel and go through the initial setup. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.